Hello YouTube drummers, I'm Tim Metz and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually not going to be playing the drums. Actually, today's lesson is going to be about practicing and how to practice efficiently. So I've noticed that a lot of my students don't understand what practice actually is. They end up playing things that they really like to play rather than the things that they need to play. So today's lesson is going to be about helping you guys learn how to practice more efficiently. There's a link in the description for a free sample practice routine that I've created for you guys. If you want, follow the link and go download it. It's totally free. I just want to help you guys practice more efficiently, so make sure you go get that. So the first step in learning how to practice more efficiently is to understand what practice actually is. So practice is repetition. It's repeating an idea over and over and over again until that idea becomes the easiest thing in the world for you to be able to play. The next step to practicing is really organizing your practicing. And so I do that for all my students by providing a practice sheet, just like the one you're seeing now. The practice sheet lists the things that you're supposed to practice, how long you're supposed to practice them for, and then check boxes for when you have practiced them. At the top of the practice sheet is the warm-up. That's the part where you're playing stuff that you already know how to do. It's really simple. It shouldn't take up too much brain power. It gets your brain and your body ready to practice. After I'm done with the warm-up, I move on to the drum set practice. This is where I start working on my coordination and technique on the drum set. And then beyond that, the last part would be my other practice, which is the really fun stuff to practice, like playing along to songs or working on playing songs that are hard for me that I need to learn how to play. That's kind of the musical part of practicing. It's the creative part. So that's what to practice. Now let's talk about how to practice. What I do is I set my iPhone's timer for a specific amount of time, let's say 3 minutes. And during those 3 minutes, I am completely focused on the task that is at hand. And if I notice my focus wandering, then I just finish the 3 minutes and then I'm done. I don't do any other practicing on that thing that I'm working on. Focus is so important when you're practicing. You need to make sure you're focused. Another component of practicing is understanding the stages of practice. I have 3 stages that I like to talk about. The first stage is mechanical. Mechanical is when you're working on something brand new to you and it's very hard to do. It's the hardest practice to do. It's the kind of practice that actually makes you better at your instrument, but it's also very, very difficult. So it's when you're stumbling. It's when a seasoned pro can sound like a beginner. This kind of practicing is the most important kind of practice. The next stage of practicing is perfection. And this is right after the mechanical item that you're working on starts to actually feel good. Your hands start doing it more regularly. They're not stumbling through it anymore. You're actually able to play the thing that you're working on. And so with perfection, what you want to do is speed up and slow down the tempo. You want to see if you can incorporate it into hypothetical musical situations. You want to just do as much with this particular exercise as you possibly can. The final stage of practicing is maintenance. Maintenance is the most fun part of practicing. It's actually where you're just playing the things that you've worked on before. Maybe you worked on paradiddles a lot and you're incorporating them around the drum set, or you're just having fun with a beat that you learned. That is maintenance. You're working on something that you've done before. You're not going to get super great. You're not learning anything new when you're doing maintenance practicing. But maintenance practice is important, number 1, because it's fun, and number 2, because if you don't maintain the things that you've already learned, then you're going to forget them. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a pleasure just trying to talk to you guys one-on-one, you and me, trying to get this together so that you guys can practice more efficiently, make the best use of your practice time that you possibly can. I really hope this video helps you guys, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya!